sent. I know
Brawlhalla.
Empathica said she was. No, it was Galactic who might be running a little bit late, but let me just send out a ping.
Hello.
Empathica! 4, 20, 11, and 8.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
I'm good.
Pretty darn good. How are you?
Pretty good. Nice to see everybody.
Good to have you back.
And Ghost, I'm excited to play Key in your game tomorrow. I hope you're out too.
I'm excited for the game tomorrow in general, but we are in a different game, so we shouldn't talk about other games in this game.
Yeah, you're right. No, yeah.
You're fine. I actually have another player who does the same thing on the Tuesday game that I'm in with Pasture. And it's just like, nah, we don't want to delay it. So,
Wait, did I ping the wrong person? Who's the fourth player?
no, you got it. It's us four. Empathica, Galactic, and Soso JK. And then myself.
Is it Sosu JK?
Well,
When did we last play?
Sunday.
Really? Okay, let me just double check. I'm gonna lose my mind. Let
Yeah,
me
because
just scroll up.
I was for the overlay and stuff for it. I was comparing the campaign Brawlhalla in D&D Beyond with that of the
It's
icons we have
Louise!
here.
Oh, yeah.
No, Sosu JK. That was on. I copied it from an older ping basically.
Okay. So Sosa JK is not
He
Yaegor.
just dropped. No.
Got it. So Louise had it. All right, give me just a sec here. So he is Yaegor.
Yes.
Or she or whoever. As we are gender neutral here. Let me update that real quick. Save. Do some Photoshop magic. Export. Replace. Export. No compression. And like that, the stream is now updated. Yay!
I'm excited to see what kind of shenanigans you idiots get yourselves into.
We don't know. This is the first session. Session 1.
Oh, did I miss a question? I just got up to do something.
No, RJ
No.
was commenting.
Galactic, hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the world that you will forever know, as we all eviscerate each other in ultimate glory. But first, tea and crumpets.
Okay. So with all our lovely gremlins here. I'm just gonna give Louise a bit. I realized I crossed my wires and I was tagging Soso JK instead of Louise because I was looking at the old ping. Cringe, cry. I'm gonna fix that right now, actually. But let's give him a few and see if he operates, because that would be quite nice if he's around.
Is he online?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
I know. A little bit dread.
I mean, I guess he could just present himself as offline, like Empathica does.
Wow, calling me out.
I'm just saying, you could set yourself offline, but be online. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I appreciate the feature, to be honest.
Yeah, it is nice for certain situations. Like, when you want to sleep, and you got people who are pinging you in the middle of the night. And it's like, I just want to sleep.
Oh yeah, the DM problems, right?
Yep. It's like, I know, guys, come on. Just chill. What was really dope, my Thursday game, I have finally had someone drew one of my characters, and that was the first time they ever drew it, and I absolutely love it. They did the line work, and they drew my character holding another character, like in the Superman Lois Lane pose, and it is so fucking adorable. Oh, I love it. I've never had one of my characters drawn before. I've got a commission with Star to get some backgrounds drawn, which is going to take quite a while. But I am looking forward to it.
You will not regret it because Star is a 100 out of 10 artist.
We have a lot of amazing artists. Star is great.
But Ninja is also great.
What sold me is when Star did that one background that she showed off to everyone. I'm like, holy hell, that is choice. I approve.
Chef's kiss.
So I made a 3D model of my the scenery that I want to do in camera shots, and then I sent it to her so she has an idea of where to frame things out, and then it's just a matter of her drawing it, coloring, stuff like that. A lot of artistic freedom, which is good, and I know it can be difficult too, because it helps when people are a lot more specific on what they want, but if they're too specific, then it sucks.
I have so many art ideas in my head.
Now, you've been getting a lot of commissions made.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
But I haven't charged anything.
No. You've been requesting commissions from people.
Oh, me, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because I can't. I what can I say? I mean, I don't like using other people's art for my characters. I sometimes I know I have to do it, but like with Key, I could not accept it because the art that I had for him was not wholesome enough. It needed to be more wholesome.
Are you trying to say you didn't like the old super edgelordy Raven Arakakra that you had as your token?
No, I hated it.
Oh my god. I think I still have a picture of that somewhere.
Because I knew that if I used that people were gonna be looking at Key in the wrong light. So I had to get something more fucking wholesome.
Hey, hold on, I still have it. I'm gonna post it into the D5 chat. There it is.
I do not like it. It is not. It is too much. Too much edge, not enough holes.
Oh man.
Look, diseased.
Yeah, this is. Let me show you the new and improved Key.
Oh, I didn't know you were playing a Grave Cleric.
I realized they were playing a New York City pigeon.
Very good.
No, it's not that bad.
Yes, but the new art is worlds better.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
It
I
is.
think it's still up in the art channel.
I'm posting it in
Yeah.
D&D chat 5 too. So I mean, you can do either, or I don't know, do whatever you want.
It's much better.
I agree. Infinitely better.
Yeah, it's the eyes.
Getting a portrait or character art done for a character that suits your character is always wonderful, because it's more personal, you know.
Yeah. And then it leads to you being mega sad when they die.
You just got to get over. That's why I said don't be obsessive with your
I know,
characters. You can get
I know,
attached, but when you're obsessive,
I know. I'm
it's
just
bad.
joking. I'm just joking.
You keep bringing it up. Stop
I
it.
know. I'm just joking. Stop it. It's not my fault that I put
That you
low
rolled and made your character into a glass cannon with your dice rolls.
All right, Louise's grace window ends in 2 minutes.
Okay.
We'll be locking and loading shortly.
Let's do it.
I'll just have to treat him like an NPC and roll for the success rates, but that's all right. Let's see how it goes. Now, actually, what I'll have everybody do, if you'd be so kind as to roll me a pure D100 to determine our order of affairs. 43 from Jacky, 73 from Troy, and just edged out. All right, 42 on Tim. So Tim is our green thumb, Jacky is our full metal, and Troy is our master mason. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Wunderbar.
I have no idea what that means. It will be interesting to see.
You will certainly find out.
Did we go down to take a long rest last time or no?
Oh yeah, no. The night has passed, basically.
Okay.
No, you were plagued with terrible nightmares and couldn't get sleep at all the entire night.
Yeah, it means I'm healed. Yay!
Yeah, I actually adjusted your HP. All right, so quick check-in. Jacky, locked and loaded.
Yes.
Tim, locked and loaded.
Yep.
Troy, locked and loaded.
CC.
Spectators, if you are locked and loaded, make some silence. Wonderful. So last we left, our introduction to Brawlhalla was commenced. We had launched into a brand new world with brand new faces, shapes, and sizes to be seen. After an interesting evening, we settled back in to our personal tents, which reflects the rooms we had, a little piece of home plucked away into the strange corner of the universe, and that is where we start our session. So, question. Who among us here is an early bird?
Depends on the day.
I guess Tim would be up early, smoking a cigarette, having coffee, crack of dawn.
As probably would Troy, since he's so used to opening up his shop super early, or getting his shop ready to open up.
All right. So, Tim, you are out and about along with Troy. You probably see Zivara early in the morning, heading out, disappearing into the woods below, onto a morning stroll. She doesn't even look back at your tents. She seems focused. As time goes by, and thankfully Jaegor is not here to see this, you see the others begin to make their appearances and stroll towards the Great Hall. Kalbar with his confident gait, with his confident stride. Oops, that's not what a confident stride looks like. Alula looking left, right, catching not the gaze, but the feet of anyone who's out of their tent currently. And Arion strutting across with his nose what looks uncomfortably high in the air, heading over to the breakfast hall. Is there anything you'd like to do outside, or are we going to jump in and start stuffing our faces and fueling up for the day?
Jacky's down for stuffing her face after she saw the magic that is the tray, magical food tray. She wants to go see what crazy concoction she can come up with now.
All right, all right.
Troy's just going to start slowly making his way toward the hall after seeing other people start going there. Well, I suppose this is where we're supposed to start going, I guess.
All right. As we enter the Great Hall, the ambiance seems unchanged, familiar. You have not seen the Grandmaster leave the Great Hall. He, as far as you know, may not have even moved from his seat as he sits there, sipping from a goblet, a mysterious green liquid. You can go ahead and take the seats you think would be most comfortable.
Right there.
So, what is on everyone's breakfast menu today? Are we looking at macaroni at 8 a.m., Cinnabons? What is the story here, guys?
Well, I think that Jacky's gonna have like as big of a bagel sandwich she can have. She's putting normal stuff like egg, avocado, onion, cheese on it. Then she starts to get a little more wild, like some ketchup, maybe some French fries, a sprinkle of truffle salt, and then just to top it all off, add like barbecue sauce on the top. And I'd say it's about a good, let's say it's a good 6 inches, 7 inches tall. Wait, I'm not sure what that is in metrics, but but it's pretty
That's
thick.
about 12 centimeters, 12, 14.
Oh yeah, I should know that. Math is not my strong. Anyways, she has that, and then to her right, she has a cup of orange juice, which is one would think nothing more of it until she grabs a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios and pours it into that cup and gives it a little stir.
So we see Jacky summoning a veritable mountain of breakfast foods and performing what some may consider atrocities with it, as she comes in with a metabolism that only an adventurer could have. Tim, what's on your plate today?
Well, Tim has already had his coffee and cigarettes, so he'll open the tray and there will be 2 hard-boiled eggs and half of a raw onion, and it'll be like, yay, breakfast, and he'll start eating.
Where there is yin, there is yang. The a balance must be maintained. Perhaps Tim doesn't know that the food is infinite and is trying to save up, or perhaps this is just his way.
It's
Troy.
his favorite.
Where on that scale of minimalism to excess do you fall?
Scrambled eggs. With lots of sugar added, because my wife got sugar and salt confused all the time. So they're very sweet scrambled eggs. And they're scrambled because she doesn't know how to cook them any other way. She tries, bless her heart, but they always come up scrambled.
Oh, so it was meant to be an omelet, a sweet omelet.
An omelet, sunny side up, hard boil, didn't matter. They always came out as scrambled eggs.
Oh, God. Anything to go with those eggs?
It's just some milk.
All right. So, you tuck in. Zivara later comes in and joins you. Heading over, giving you a mischievous sort of smile, Tim. And she raises an eyebrow in your direction, Troy. Perhaps you see her chuckle to herself as she remembers your... What she doesn't know was accidental intrusion into her tent last night, and the dagger that made short work of your appearance.
Yes.
Troy just tries to ignore her. He avoids her like he does the orc. Terrified.
Tim will give her a nod of respect from the display of skill last night.
Speaking of Kalubar, the half-orc, he looks over to you, Jacky, and as he polishes off this roasted duck carcass, he says, Pirate Lady, did you use the powder last night?
I have not, actually. Believe it or not, I know when to use a special gift like that. I had a feeling it's yet to come.
Very good. It's wise to save for special occasions, which is why my jar is so full. I can never quite place when to put it aside. So Tim and Troy probably have time to have polished up their food. Jacky, I'd imagine you're still working your way through that bagel. It's a task, but the Grandmaster rises, almost unsteadily with his goblet in hand. His gaze sweeps across the room, settling on each of you champions for the briefest of moments before addressing the room. Oh, good morning, champions. I trust you had an uneventful and restful evening. The first of today's challenges is a little place I like to call the Lively Labyrinth. As I'm sure you're aware, a significant part of life is spent navigating pitfalls, both socially and literally. Anyone that would seek to represent me would need both the charisma and dexterity to handle each respectively. Now, each person will be assigned their own mini labyrinth to navigate. I'll be judging you on how well you get from the start to the finish, however the means that you choose to do so. We'll be starting when the hourglass empties. You see an hourglass appear on the podium about 3 feet tall, filled with beautiful golden sand. It tips over, and starts running quickly. Do you have any questions, my charismatic champions?
Oh god. That was a question. What?
No. I'm good. Where do we go?
Oh, when the time runs out, you will be transported to your respective dungeons. You have no need to worry about transportation.
Oh, that's good.
I don't
have any change on me, so,
Bring on the challenge, I suppose.
I'll ask him if there's any like rules or anything of that nature.
The rules? Well, the rules are to get from the start to the end.
Start
Makes
to the
sense to
end,
me.
eh? Okay.
Arion pipes up, and you hear him ask, "And might I ask, how exactly the labyrinths were assigned? Surely you'll not be using the same criteria to put my dungeon as fat oaf, orc or fish or anything like that, no?" The Grandmaster, yeah, you guys have enough passive perception to see him roll his eyes. He says, "Oh no, that won't be a concern. This should be quite an even playing."
Oh my.
So unless there's anything specific that you would like to do before we head in, the time can run out and we can launch into our challenge.
Sounds good.
Bring on the challenge.
Okay. So basically, since we're doing this in order, I will give you a basic rundown so the first person isn't completely thrown out of the blue. You will be going through these labyrinths. Each room has a different personality, but one thing remains the same. They don't really want you to leave. It is your job to intimidate them, persuade them, perhaps perform to their standards, and otherwise convince them to let you proceed, or be dexterous enough to face the consequences of failing. So, we're going to be launching in with Tim. So let me copy your token, make life nice and easy like. Can everyone see this green room?
Yes.
Alright, wunderbar. And I will change the music to fit the tone. Where are you? Did I do that correctly? So I need to do...
There you go.
Wow, look at me. I know how to use bots and Discord and do things. Alright. Okay. So, you all notice, leaving the Great Hall, your vision fades to black, purple sparks envelop you, and when your eyes next open, Tim, you find yourself in a circular green room, the centerpiece of which is a beautiful emerald mounted on metal brackets. What do you do?
I touch the emerald.
So, as your hand reaches out to touch the emerald, you hear, "What on earth are you doing? Get away from my gem!"
I'll,
Do you
look.
still touch the emerald?
No, I will look around and see who said that.
It is a disembodied voice coming from nowhere, but kind of everywhere, like a 8D audio surround sound.
I'll ask it. I'll say. Why don't you want me to touch the gem?
So if I just barged into your room and started touching and shifting things, would you appreciate that? And while you're at it, don't tread too hard on my grass. I just had it watered.
I mean, if you teleported into my room, you could have like one thing. That's fine.
Well, not all of us can have such low standards as you, whoever you are.
I'll look around for if there's an exit.
You see on the opposite side of the room there is a stone door without a knob.
All right, so I'll say, do you know how I can get out of here if you don't want me sitting here touching your gem all day?
Well, I don't know what's more aggravating. If my higher-ups hear me get rid of you, or if I just get you out of my hair. At this point, look at you, smelling of smoke and coffee. Disgusting.
I smell seasoned, okay? I'll walk around to the door and try to like push on it.
You can push on it, but it feels like there is a lot force behind it. It does not budge.
Right, and I'm also not very strong, so I wouldn't try to force it down. All right, so I'll ask it again because I wasn't technically listening the last time I asked it. Do you know how to get out of here?
Well, yes, of course I know how to get out. I control the way out. I'm just not supposed to have you out, but I'm not particularly enjoying having you in. Look, you've left fingerprints on my door.
Looks like our interests are aligning. I'll go over and I'll motion as if I'm touching the gem again.
Don't you dare! You wouldn't.
I think I might. I think I'm exactly the type of person to do this, and I'll go and I'll touch it.
Make an intimidation check before you touch it. Let's see if she is willing to save herself the dread of your fingerprints and musky scent. Okay, a 12, you say. So, just before your fingerprints are laid upon this beautiful emerald, you hear, "Hey, okay, stop. Just, oh God. Oh, I'm gonna have so much paperwork to file after this. Just get out, please." The stone door starts sliding open, and you see a clear passageway beyond it.
I should leave, but now I really want to touch the gem. But I'll sigh and I'll start making my way towards the exit.
All right. We will jump over to Jacky. Let me get your token. Jacky, your eyes open, and you find yourself in the corner of a dull, metallic room. The walls are lined with dozens of holes that presumably can fit arrows or darts in them. Whatever it is, it doesn't look particularly welcoming. What do? You do see this large metal door, and with, well, of course, no handles or knobs in front.
Are there any sort of like trapdoors or just traps on the floor that I can see?
The floor looks perfectly smooth. You see that the bulk of the threat of this room seems to be the arrow slits from the side of the wall.
I'm gonna drop flat onto my stomach slowly and start army crawling my way across the room.
So as you drop flat, you hear a disembodied voice in the room saying, yeah, that's creative, because yeah, that's totally gonna work, because I don't have eyes and I can't aim my arrows at you. But like, I mean, continue, I guess.
Jacky looks around, she's like, who the hell said that? And do you want to at least give me some advice to get out of here? Or give me a chance?
Now, why on earth would I do that? My entire job revolves around keeping the people who are in this room in this room. Like,
And Jacky goes into persuasion mode. Because you are an all-powerful being that takes pity on a puny human like me. I'm just trying to live out eternity in service to a higher being. If you do choose to let me go, I would make you my sponsor or the god that I choose to follow. There's like a hint of confusion in her voice, but she hopes that it was enough.
almighty being, you're. Hmm. I mean, technically that's my boss, but I mean, it's probably gonna be more exciting than just staying here in a room with you. I guess. I guess you can go. Like, it doesn't really matter at this point. But no, like, human sacrifices. That's like really weird.
Why, thank you, all-powerful being. I do humbly take my leave.
The door slides open, and you have free reign to exit into the next corridor
Yes.
with your with your +10 persuasion, plucking you out of the fire. Okay. Quick aside. Louise, I do have to apologize. I confused myself. I pinged you super late, but welcome. We're happy to have you. Yes, we only missed breakfast, nothing too crazy. But basically, the Grandmaster's first challenge is a test of charisma and dexterity. You each have your own labyrinth to traverse, and you either have to convince the rooms to let you pass, which I don't particularly want you to do, or face the consequences of pissing them off. So you'll probably see from the next one kind of a flow of things, and if you have any other questions when it comes to your time, let me know. All right. Then maybe the third challenge will be your challenge, but for now, we jump across to Troy. Let me just. Am I doing this correctly? Ah, that's why I was not able to do that. So, Troy, you find yourself in near the middle of a triangular room. Above you is a net hanging precariously from the ceiling Its lines are strewn with barbs and spikes, and it does not look very pretty at all. The cool stone tiles are aged but firm, and you see a door in the corner. What would you like to do?
He is gonna start to slowly move towards the door. This is a strange place. I don't want to be under that net if it falls. Let's see here.
And what makes any place stranger than the next, huh, traveler?
Oh, my heart! Oh, God! Wait, what? Who's there?
Who is there? What is there? Why is there? All good questions.
Is there a voice in my head? Have I gone senile already? By the 9? Oh, boy.
I would argue there's always a voice in your head, but this one is the voice of the room. Hello, traveler.
Well met, room. I've never talked to a talking room before. Is that the door? And he just kind of slowly raises up his elderly arm and points towards the door, or what he thinks to be the door.
Indeed, that fits what many would describe as a door.
Well, I cherish this, but I think I should go. Would you excuse me? And he just starts walking towards the door.
Before you go, traveler,
Yes?
why should I open this door? Or perhaps it's when should I open this door? Now, the how of opening this door is quite easy, but what comes to your mind, stranger?
Well, hold on. I think I got something for this. And he pulls out this tiny metallic orb with gears that are turning and twisting, making a small, very faint ticking sound. Well, I wouldn't mind if you open it, but I might be able to do this. And while holding the orb, he just kind of knocks on the door as he casts the spell knock.
Aha. So, what I'll have you do, I will have you roll a performance check for me, please.
I'm not a young man anymore, but I might be able to still perform. Hold on one sec. And he's going to spend a sorcery point. And he gets to re-roll that d20.
All right.
What?
Magical guidance. That's better. 18.
So, that's actually the ideal, I dare say. 3 times as big. So, as you place this object on the door, the voice says, "Oh, that is certainly curious indeed. Now, I might permit you to pass if you can leave a similarly curious knick-knack for me. It will be awfully boring if it's only me in here, you see."
Oh, I take it the knock spell did not work?
It would. This is basically flavor if you have any
gotcha.
knick-knacks you want to
Well,
a Cinnabon even.
Sure. Here you go. And he pulls out one of his wife's Cinnabons. Here you go. I'll just, he just leans over and just sits it down on the ground. Oh, there you go. My wife made them. They're really good. I hope you enjoy them.
Ah, very well. I accept this offering.
I hope I
So
didn't
the
just
door,
kill the room.
the door slides open, and you'd imagine this cryptic room is going to spend the better part of the next couple of centuries trying to figure out what the hell this is. But your passage is clear to head deeper into the labyrinth. Yaegor, you find yourself appearing in a large octagonal room. It seems to be made of wood, but there are no seams. It's a design that only magic could create. You look up to the ceiling above you, about 20 feet high, and thick metal bars balance precariously from chains. What do? You do see a metal door in front of you, a sore thumb in the otherwise natural room.
Said above me was chains.
A basically huge metal bars hanging from chains. As you stand there looking around, you hear a voice, a disembodied voice from everywhere and nowhere in particular. Now, who goes there, boy? What business do you have here?
I don't have business here. Apparently, I'm supposed to get out.
Get out, you say. Now, I have a very specific list of instructions here that say that is not what you're supposed to do. I mean, that I could tell you, I could talk all day about things you're not supposed to do. Don't squat with your spurs on, don't drive black kettle in the dark. But what you ain't supposed to do is leave this room, boy.
Hello?
Louise?
Yeah, hello? Did you not hear what I said? No. I said, then how did I get in here?
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't hear you at all. Now, that's none of my concern. My benefactor, the game master, is he is beyond either you or me. The most important part is your leaving is, well, it's not happening.
Is that chain close enough for me to jump up to it and hang on to the bar?
20 feet high. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
So then what I'll do is I will cast a wall of water beneath me and just sort of swim up to the pole, to the bar.
Now, boy, what are you doing floating by a room like that?
Well, if you're not gonna help me get out of here, I'm gonna get out myself. Swim myself inside the water and move up to this chained beam thing.
All right, so you are up against these beams, but they are not wide enough for you to slip through.
I'm not trying to slip through. So you said it was like a bar hanging between chains, you said?
It's bars crisscrossing, basically, almost like a wall of a cage, being set across the entire ceiling.
So then I'll drop the wall of water. So it consumes my water.
Now, there we go. That's much better. You're gonna give me mildew, boy. Like, unbelievable. Now I'm hoping you won't be doing that again, right?
Oh no, not one bit. But are you gonna help me now? Try to get out this room. What's on the other side of that door?
Hmm.
And I'm pointing at the metal.
Now, well, the rest of the rooms and labyrinth are on the other side of this door. Now, I'm not particularly thrilled to have you here wetting up my lovely oaken floors.
Oh! I'm so sorry. Would you like for me to dry it up?
If you don't mind, yes.
All right. So I'll cast my my control water, and then I'm also gonna use gust of wind. It says it's a strong wind to see if I can maybe if those bars up top are weak or movable.
They don't move, but the wind does help disperse some of the moisture off the floor. Give me a performance check. Let's see how well you do. Let's see how good this looks. Aha. So, you here? Okay, now, I might have misjudged you, boy. I can understand your confusion. I do appreciate you doing such a thorough job of tidying up the mess you made. I'm gonna leave you be to someone else's. Go on. You can go on your way. And you see the door start to slide open as you have access to the rest of the hallway before.
Thank you, Khan. I didn't quite get your name.
Oh, Terrence.
Terrence.
And you are?
The name's Yaegor.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
You as well. If I ever swing by this lovely room, I'll give you a holler.
All right, I'm counting on it.
Before I go to the door, can I look see if it's not trapped?
No, this looks to be a very standard hallway. Okay. Before we go any further, since with the first rooms done, does everyone have a kind of clearish idea of what the vibe is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
She used two very strong abilities, and now I need to wait for a long rest to do them again.
I wonder how long this dungeon is. So, we flash back to Tim. So, Tim, as you make your way through these corridors, you find yourself stepping onto what feels like an ice rink. The stone door behind you sliding shut. At the top of the room is a large nozzle that seems to track your movement throughout the room. You hear a voice greet you. Ah, why hello, traveler. Welcome.
I'll say hi. What's going on?
Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that. I've just been leveling my floors. You see the ice on the floor is completely 90 degrees to the walls. It's very well presented.
I'll say your nozzle concerns me.
Now, why on earth would it do that?
Just PTSD, nozzle related. Am I okay to walk? Are you okay with me touching your ice?
By all means, yes. I made sure it's presentable for any guests that I may have.
All right, I'll try to start walking down the corridor.
All right, you can go ahead.
All right. Is it hard to walk on the ice?
It is a little slippery, but it's not impossible. We're not looking to do any particular fancy acrobatics, and you'll be fine.
All right, I'll just proceed my way slowly and
you reach another handleless stone door.
I'll ask the disembodied voice if it has any tips on getting out.
Getting out? Now, why or not would I arrange for that to happen?
Because fate is a wheel and I need to get rolling.
That's the beauty of the ice, the cool. It settles things. It allows them to find rest. Rest with me, why don't you?
So is it the door is completely flat?
Completely flat. How is Tim right now? Is he strolling? Is he pacing? Is he bouncing? What's his body language?
He's definitely he wants to pace, but the ice is making it a little difficult, so he's sort of just shuffling around. He's gonna take out the scissors from his thieves' tools and start scratching the ice. He's gonna write his name in the ice.
Oh, well, I would appreciate it if you didn't. I've spent quite long polishing my floors.
I'm gonna ask. I'll say, "What's your name?" Disembodied voice.
Susan. And you are?
I'll say my name is Tim, but as I'm doing that, I'll write Susan sucks in the ice.
Oh. Okay. This is interesting. You have fine penmanship, don't you?
So it's very scraggly. He's only semi-literate. But he'll look up and he'll say, "Do you have any more advice on getting out, or should I keep doodling over here?"
You can do persuasion or intimidation. I think you're walking a fine line here.
All right, I'll make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Oh, that was performance instead of persuasion, but the bonus is exactly the same.
Yeah. Charisma, flourisma. So how about it, Tim? Okay. I'm going to need you to fix my floors, but once you do, you can leave. And if I'm lucky, never come back. Yes.
I'll warm my hands up and I'll start smudging out the the writing in the ice. I didn't write it too deep because it was a small pair of scissors.
All right. So, as you return this floor to 98% of its former glory, the door slides up, and you have access to the next room.
Great.
That takes us across now to Jacky. So Jacky, As you enter this room, similarly square but smaller than the last, the large metal door slides down behind you, and you see 5 gleaming bronze nozzles poking out of most of the surfaces in the room. You see it as a similarly dull metallic floor and walls that you encountered in the previous room.
See if I find it. I'm gonna try, let's see. I have a bell, I'm gonna try ringing it, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna throw some of my ball bearings that I've got onto the floor.
Try ringing it, you said?
Yeah. Just gonna ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Wait, do you have a bell or are you like knocking on the floor?
No. Oh, I have a bell, yeah, like it's part of her equipment.
Ah, lovely. Okay. So as you ring your bell, you hear, oh, that's a funny noise.
What's what I'm saying? You plan to make yourself known?
I mean, my pops always told me not to talk to strangers, but it's kind of, I guess I have to as part of the job, you know?
I guess. Mind telling me what your job is?
Oh, my job is to keep anyone inside and not open my doors.
Interesting. Do you have a price?
A price?
Yes.
No, my mummy says I'm invaluable and very special.
Well, you're special. Everyone special has a price, no matter how expensive it may be.
It sounds like you can have a very nice mummy.
Well, let's be honest, my friend. I'm just trying to get out of here, and I was hoping that someone of your caliber could help me.
Caliber? What's that mean?
It means someone of great power and position, who has the ability to help someone as lowly as me.
My position is in the middle. Because there's a room on my left, there's a room on my right.
I'm sure you, being as smart as you are, would know which door I have to go through, which is the quote-unquote better door.
It's, the one to your right.
I want
It's
Jacky
yeah,
know if he's
bottom.
lying?
No, there's only 2 doors, so it's the one that you didn't come through.
Oh, yeah, shit. Okay, Jacky thinks the disembodied voice and says, thank you for your help. I think I'm going to go on over through that door.
But I'd have to open it, and I'm not supposed to.
Yes, but you want to open it. I know you do.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Give me a persuasion or deception, whatever you think is more fitting. Dicey, you just made it. So yeah, okay, I guess so. Well, it was nice talking to you. Hopefully I'll see you around.
I appreciate the help.
Remember, people don't have prices.
Don't have price. You don't have a price, or you do have a price?
No.
You don't. Thank you. I appreciate the help.
So you're able to proceed to the next room without too much fussing or faffing about.
So, there.
Okay. So that brings us to Troy. So you'll understand why I'm just going to reveal this entire general area, because polygon reveal is going to be a headache. Let me try and fix this up. There we go. So heading through this room, you find it is a star-shaped room that is close and cramped, as the center of this room is taken up by a beautiful blue gem, the facets of which bounce the light and almost make it seem like it is shimmering. As the door slides shut behind you, you hear a voice.
Oh, are you another talking room?
Oh, someone came into my room.
Why, that is an impressive jewel. Would you mind if I appraised it?
You're not going to hit it, are you?
Oh, no, I'll just look at it. Is that okay?
Alright, just be careful.
And
Be
then
gentle, please.
I take out my jeweler's tools and I begin to praise the jewel. Because that's a huge fucking jewel.
Okay. So as you investigate this jewel, you see the gems cuts are so precise, more precise than anything you have seen in your mortal life. It's hard to even count how many facets and faces it has, but all of them are equal, distinct, and polished to perfection. It is a gorgeous gem.
Oh, that's quite immaculate. Oh, man, the thing's huge. Sorry, though. I need to find my way out. Do you know where the door is?
Yes, it's to your right, but I'm sorry I can't let you through. If I do, then all the other rooms, the Grandmaster will yell at me and put me
Oh,
down.
that's okay. I can make myself through. But I don't want you to get yelled at. So he just kind of makes his way, and he's going to go ahead and takes out his little orb, and he knocks on the door. Casting knock. There, see? Now you won't get yelled at.
Alright, give me another performance check, please.
And again, he spends a sorcery point, and as he does, he gets to re-roll that. Let's see what he gets.
Ah.
Okay, so a 1 plus his 3, so a 4.
So, as this happens, as your orb begins glowing with magical emanations, so does the gem in the center of the room. You have not successfully opened this door, unfortunately. I would need you to make a dexterity save.
No, stop! I can't let you do that.
Damn. Okay. Dexterity saving throw. I'm an old, fragile old man. That's actually a lot better than I was expecting I'd get for a dexterity saving throw.
That is not bad. Not bad.
Oh, hold on. 1 sec. I think I have a thing. Give me a sec. Nope. I don't want to use it for that.
So, as this gem glows bright and bright, and the room cries out, a rolling wave of thunder energy blasts into you, and you take 20 points of thunder damage. It's not particularly pleasant. The static in your hair and beard is a little bit disorienting, but the door does open.
I'm sorry.
Well, it was a fun game. I'm dead. You guys have fun.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. 20 damage?
Yeah.
I am barely alive. I am... Whoa, boy.
Yes, but you do have access to the arrest. Now, I will say there technically is nothing stopping you from taking a rest in the hallway. However, it means that you will effectively be lollygagging and loitering, and the time it takes, of course, for you to clear this labyrinth will increase.
Okay, note to self. Stop using spell slots for knock, because it doesn't work. That sucks. All right.
Yes, it's yeah. The creativity of Nock is acknowledged, but a 11 or a 4 or a nat 1 is not going to even with the knock magic, it's not quite there. So I'll give you a second to mull over your options, and we will jump to Yaegor.
Let's get it.
All right, so this is slightly less nightmarish to reveal. Hexagons are the bestagons, don't at me. Yaegor, as you enter the room, the metal door slides shut behind you, and you feel a wave of heat. Not uncomfortable heat, but a wave of heat emanating from the stone in front of you. It almost looks as someone plucked a piece of a volcano out from the side of a mountain and placed it in the middle of this room. It glows with a faint red magical energy, and you feel comfortable, warm.
I use my divine sense to see if this thing is evil.
You do not get any pings of evilness.
I'm just gonna speak aloud. I'm like, hello? Anything in? I'll walk.
Oh. Why, hello. What brings you by?
See where the voice is coming from, or is it just the room?
The room. This voice, similarly to the last one, is coming from everywhere and nowhere.
Oh, hello. Hello there. I'm just trying to find a way to get out of here or wherever I may be.
Really? Leaving so soon? You've hardly acknowledged my rock.
I've acknowledged it. I'm very appreciative of the warmth it's given off. Much better than being cold, but
I know, it's quite wonderful, isn't it?
yeah, indeed. Where'd you get this?
Oh, well, I was vacationing on the elemental plane of fire, as you do. And I saw it at the airport, and I just said, yes, no, I need it. I need it. So I didn't have enough cash because, you're leaving the plane of fire. You're like, why? You're trying not to have enough currency because you bring it back, it becomes useless. But swiped my card, I closed my eyes, and I was like, yes, I'm having you.
I've seen rocks like this, several of them where I am from. Just they reside in the water, so they don't protrude this amount of heat.
Well, lucky you, you have a beautiful opportunity to examine one in the clear air of my room here.
I'll spend like 5-ish, 10 minutes to look at the rock. Do I notice anything about it?
Nothing in particular. You can tell that the magical energy is keeping it from being deafeningly hot, just literally like burning you. You can actually place your hand quite close to it without the heat becoming unbearable. Yeah, it's just a really nice rock.
Much as this is a nice rock and stuff, I have some friends that are in need of my assistance. Do you know the way to get back to the game master?
I mean, by right it would be towards your right, but I don't know. I've gone through so much work to get this here, the shipping, the handling, the installation, and nobody appreciates it.
I appreciate it. I think it's quite a magnificent rock. If I had one like it, I'd keep it under lock and key. Maybe even, I don't know if you have those capabilities to make it smaller. Maybe put it into sort of a necklace or a ring. So you can show everyone as you traverse whatever planes you might be on.
Oh, that's an awfully good idea. You can make a persuasion, or if this is actually disingenuous, a deception check.
Both of them for me.
Aha. So you hear the room say, okay. I think this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So you've given me some inspiration, and I think I can make this into a beautiful necklace, beautiful gemstone on it. And I can't go show my friends if you are here, so I'm gonna let you go. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I let you go, but I'm gonna just open this up for you real quick.
Also you can maybe if you can find someone who has the magical capabilities to, rather than just make this smaller, maybe you can shape the rock into a statue of yourself. For you, so many things you can do with this rock. Masonry has succeeded all ages.
Oh my gosh, your ideas are so good. They're too good, actually. I'm gonna keep you here. The door shuts. I'm kidding. By the way, you can leave.
Thank you so kindly. Did the voice sound feminine or?
You're not sure, actually.
I'll say thank you, Mr. or Mrs., and I'll wait for them to name.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What was the name? Or they didn't tell me?
They didn't tell you.
You have a nice, I'd assume, afternoon, evening, rest of your day. I'll be back to check on the how your jewelry or whatever you seem to do with this rock turns out to be.
They're already kind of done with you. You can hear bumblings about jewelry and rock shaping and where they're going to vacation to next. They are very distracted right now.
Good.
All right. So we circle back to Timotheedron. You enter this room, and it's stony, natural stone floor with gravel and larger rocks strewn about it. You do see to your left, over yonder, a door.
I'll approach the door. Is it the same smooth, handleless thing as the other ones?
Indeed it is, but a deeper, darker stone.
I'll call out and say, is anybody here?
Oh, well, yes, I was just, my words, I was a little bit tongue-tied, I usually don't have such, handsome guests.
Thank you. What are you doing here?
Oh, just for regular 9 to 5. Just trying to make a living, as you do. And how about you, hot stuff? What brings you to my room?
Do you get paid for this?
Oh, well, absolutely.
How much?
Oh, let me see. I'd have to translate into a mortal currency. What coins, what currency do you use, Mouse dear?
Bitcoin.
Okay, let's see. For each person we successfully delay, we get about 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. Do you have dental?
Oh yes. Oh, I wish you could see it. I'm actually beaming ear to ear, sweet thing.
I'm sure it's fantastic. So, do you think you could let me out of here? These are some nice rocks, by the way.
Now, it's
I'm
not
lying. I'm lying about the rocks, by the way. They're not nice.
Yeah, it's not often that I have gentleman company. I'm not sure if I'm ready to let you go just yet.
Uh, hmm. I'll take a look around. Is there anything like other than rocks in the room?
Um, you can call her Patrick Star because it's just a rock. Yeah, there's it's just rocks basically.
Is it like gravel or?
You see, it's a gravel. The floor is covered with gravel. Underneath which is like a natural stone floor, and in these corners are like larger stones in a pile.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up one of the smaller rocks and put it in my mouth.
Oh my!
Is it salty?
Um, it tastes a little bit of earth. There's no particular taste. There's no salty taste to it.
I'll spit it out, dry it off, and put it in my pocket. Um,
Oh, you're keeping a memento of me? That's awfully sweet.
I think it's just a rock. Um,
Do you see that?
yeah.
Just a rock. And what? Am I just a room to you?
I mean, it's square. It's not even a nice room. I'd call it, I don't know, dusty square.
Well, this is why I just every time I open my heart up or open my feelings up to someone, it's just disappointment. Where am I supposed to go?
It's probably because you're annoying. And gray? People don't like gray.
What do you want? Huh?
Oh, I never did say that I wanted to leave. I just started insulting you. But I'd like to go.
I'm not either. No email since Tuesday.
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
Persuasion and not performance. Oof.
Go? I'll show you go, you ungrateful swine. The stony earth of this room begins to violently shake. Make a dex save for me, please, as what feels like a localized earthquake starts happening around you, and these rocks, and even the rocks in the ceiling start becoming unsettled. Aha! So you're only going to take half of this. So you take 25 points of damage as you are bludgeoned and beat
You
with.
actually would have died there.
Pardon?
No, I said he actually would have died there. Actually, no, he's a fighter. He has more health.
As you are bludgeoned and beaten by these rocks, all the while you hear these sobs coming from the room. And after a moment of you dodging and ducking and weaving away, you see this door open and she's just like, just go, get out of my sight. I never want to see you again.
I'll cough up a little blood and light a cigarette and then stroll out.
Oh my.
All right. So let's just hop across to Jacky. Jacky, you enter the smallest room yet. The floor tiles are a darker, duller, deeper gray than any of the previous rooms. But otherwise, it's almost the same. In fact, it doesn't have any nozzles or arrow slits. Just a room.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna toss out some ball bearings onto the floor. If that gets a reaction.
You see they don't bounce particularly well on this floor, but they just roll normally.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out. She probably has like some food stuffed in her pockets. She's gonna bring out a crumpled croissant and be like, I humbly bring this as an offer to you. She like slowly sits it down on the floor and steps away from it.
Oh my god, so now you come with an offering after you just spilled things all over my floor? Like, what the hell?
Trust me, if I had anything better, I'd give it to you. But unfortunately, I am but a humble servant.
Yeah, obviously, I can see how you dress.
Thank you, she says. I'm just kind of offended. But, you know, she dresses for acrobatic action. She doesn't dress for looks.
Actually, that might not be bad. I've been looking to get a servant, and I suppose you'll do, I guess, if I want to settle.
I'm sorry, but I'm already a servant to another. I was hoping they could help me on my journey out of here.
I'm hoping you can realize that's a you problem, and that
that is also a you problem, because you don't want me to stay here. I have many ball bearings. It would be such a shame if they just ended up on your floor with no one to clean it up.
Nah, honestly, listen, girl. If you could see my collection on this, like, I was just hyped because I got this like clean new room off the bat, but you can drop your ball bearings, okay?
Trust me, I've got a lot more stuff that can make a lot more of a mess. You've met your match.
Make an intimidation check for me, please. So you hear the room kind of hum and ha for a second. You were in a sobriety, weren't you?
Hmm?
You were in a sobriety, right?
I know. I trust you, love. We married long before I met
Sobriety?
And
Sorority?
oh, whatever. You just my luck to get one of those. You know what? I honestly I don't have the time to deal with this. Just like, get out of my face, please, guys. And you see this door slide open, and you can pass through.
Awesome. Thank you. Ew.
All right, Troy. Did you take the hour to rest, or are you persevering?
I am going forward.
All right.
20 damage. I can take it and go. I am hurt, but I'm going.
So before you is a narrow hallway. The floor and walls, grimy and moldy, not particularly pleasant, but here you are.
I'm cautiously going down the hallway.
Well, what do we have here, right?
Oh, it's another one. Oh.
Another one? No, Paps. I am V1, your biggest nightmare. You can shuffle down the hallway as much as you want, it's not going to do you any good.
Oh, why is that?
Because it doesn't matter if you get to the door, I'm not going to open it, that's all.
Would you please open it for me? I am very hurt. That last room was, well, I don't know. They were kind of off-put. They really severely hurt me. He's just bleeding out. I would greatly appreciate it if you would let me go. I need to get some medical treatment.
Now, here's the thing, right? Those rooms they're alright. They have, an interesting thing. You could drop a net or send a thunder blast, but there's something about the basics, They just kind of compare to a good old-fashioned scythe. You notice a scythe on a track hanging from the ceiling, place itself at the end of the hall.
Oh, by the 9, this ain't right.
Now listen, Pops. I'm feeling particularly generous today. Give me one good reason. One good reason why I should open this door for you.
Hold on. He digs in his bag, stumbles a little bit, and then he pulls out one of his wife's Cinnabuns. Oh, I give you a tasty Cinnabon. The first room seemed to enjoy it. You might enjoy it too.
Persuasion check, please.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point. Good God, I had to spend a sorcery point for every fucking room. We are going to normalize that. Give me just a sec here. So a 5 plus 6, so 11. Troy's gonna die. Guys, session 1. First character death.
So, you hear... You think you can buy me off like that first fucking nerd room? With a burnt cinnamon roll? You must be fucking mad, old man. You're going senile.
It's not
You
burnt. How dare you? My wife put her heart and soul into this. At least I think. It tastes just like it.
Says a lot about your wife, doesn't it?
I'll give you 2. He pulls out a second one. That's all I got, though. Hey, you get to have twice as much fun as the first room.
So, as the scythe starts sliding towards you, please make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Can I just Misty Step on the other side of it, or no? Oh, no, that's a bonus action. It's taking this thing. All right. It's not going to matter. If it's doing 40, I'm dead. Because even half that, I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah, not the cleanest save.
Well, fuck you, room.
So as this axe embeds itself in your chest, everything fades to black. So, Yaegor, where are we, my sweet summer child? Have I revealed this room properly? I can't actually tell. Okay, yes. So Yaegor, stepping in, you find yourself in this wooden room. A square. It is made of a darker, presumably mahogany-like wood, and is just as neat and well presented as the last room. What? Who's there?
Hello.
Oh, shit. Oh, here, yeah. What's happening?
Nothing. Nothing's really happening.
Oh, thank goodness, because I'm really tired right now. Oh.
Yeah, same. I'm trying to get back to my room and go to bed.
Yeah. We can sort that out later. Can you, speak a bit more softly? I have a really bad headache right now.
Yeah. Actually, you want me to take care of that headache for you?
Do you have something that can?
I do. I have lay on hands. I can use 5 HP to either cure or neutralize a poisoning effect of the creature. But I'm assuming a headache. I don't know if that's smaller than a disease or a poison.
Yeah, you could do the 5 just to be safe.
Yeah. Well, no, it literally says or 5 HP to either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Yeah, as in minimum 5. Yeah, you don't want to skimp out on him. This poor room.
Yeah, I'll speak to the room quietly. Hey, would you like for me to try to soothe your headache?
Oh yeah, if you have something, that would be absolutely great.
Is there a figure I could touch, or you just want me to put my hands on the wall?
Palms on the floor would be good, I think.
Yaegor kind of gets on his knees, grabs his holy symbol, and uses lay on hands on the floor. I know if it does anything.
Give me a performance check, please. How well can you channel into your deity's magics here? Let's see. How compelling can you be?
13.
So you hear, oh no, that's such bright magic, Jesus. Oh. So, Jaeger, what I would love for you to do is make a dexterity save. As you see from the ceiling, hanging from the ceiling were these sharp metal bars that begin dropping and sliding down, zigzagging and crossing, slicing through the air all around you. Now, I know there's no way this is a problem for you because you're ridiculous. But as you are slashed up, you take 44 points of damage.
Oh, 14 didn't save?
It did not. And it's like, okay, just whatever you're doing, just don't do that again. In fact, no, just leave, please, please, please. I'm gonna put these bars back up. It's too much.
That was
But
very...
the door does open up for you.
As I get to the other side of the door before it closes all the way, I'm going to cast Lay Hands on myself again very strongly and heal 20 of my HP.
All right.
Just to annoyingly put a bright light as I leave.
So what I'm going to have you guys do is call dibs on an NPC and roll a D100 for them.
Is there a list of NPCs or is it other ones?
Oh, just the I'll take us back to the Great Hall so you can see them. We have Arion, Alula, Kalubar, and Zivara.
Oh! Whoever takes the Lord, I feel I'm choosing the Lord.
Okay, Yaegor has Arion.
I'll take the one next to Jacky. This one.
Okay, Zivara for Jacky.
I'll take the scary-looking orc.
All right, Kalubar for Tim and Lula for Troy.
All right.
Give me them D100s, baby.
What's it? Today.
Oh no.
91.
Wow.
This is the unrecognized command. Isn't it /roll 1D100?
Well, / roll.
Yes, /
I was doing it.
that question mark is not supposed to be
Oh, fuck.
code bracket.
Could also just click on the virtual dice in the upper left of the menu there.
So very valid.
Hold on. There.
Aha. Very interesting. So I just put that down. So Kalubar got a 33. Interesting. And Arion got a 91. Oh Jaeger, whatever shall we do with you?
What is Hare? A 91.
Alula got a 27. So unfortunate.
Oh, is that the nun?
Yes.
No. If she
Tragic.
dies,
And Jacky has Zivara, who got a 80. That's respectable, you know. Okay, so you find yourselves, those who made it to the final room and evaporating the same purple crackling energy, swallowing your body and placing you back in the Great Hall. However, looking across, you see the bodies of Troy and Alula leaning against the table. Troy almost bisected a huge gash in his chest. And Alula, her clothes are singed and burnt, and her skin is crisp. She's basically been incinerated.
Oh, God.
As you land, the Grandmaster strolls across. Oh my. Well,
Are they dead or are they unconscious?
Oh, these are dead. Well, that is somewhat surprising. To an extent, I suppose. That is truly unfortunate, but what can you do, right? I mean, that wasn't rhetorical. What I can do is, well, this. He claps his hands, and you see their bodies start knitting themselves back together. The gash on Troy's side turns into an angry scar. Alula's crisp skin turns into a sunburn almost. And you hear as I mean mechanically you guys have 5 hit points. But otherwise you're back up. You exist. You're alive.
Oh God! Oh, what the fuck?
Matt, had a nice dinner with your wife?
I think our Kaluba says. I think our grandpa here has had a bit of a rough time, huh?
He starts clasping his chest. Oh God! No! That was a nat one. He was so gonna have a heart attack.
You actually see Zivara. She's a little scuffed, but otherwise fine. She goes over to Azula, and you see her kind of put her hand on her shoulder and kind of lean in and see how she's doing. Yaegor, I will note that Arion, untouched. His robes are just as pristine as the moment he walked in the room.
Can I try and make an investigation check to see if Yavara is like robbing this half dead man?
Ah, clever boy. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Old man. Let me use my level 2 cure wounds.
She appears to be genuinely checking up on her. As this happens, you also see Alula glow with a soft, bluish yellow energy that anyone who is, magically proficient can tell it's healing magic.
Ooh, I could do that too. Would have sucked for such a pretty face to go so fast.
You hear from Lord Arion. Oh, well, I'm surprised he even took the time to bother reviving you in the first place, given how simple that task was.
Surprised you're still being a stuck-up bitch after what just happened.
Oh, we must have had vastly different experience.
Blades and things of the sort. Talking walls.
Perhaps for someone less acquainted with magical objects, perhaps.
Oh. I wonder if that's my cue. Hold on. Let's see what I have. Hold on. Okay. I have my powder. Is this where I come in? God.
Do you have something up your sleeve, Jacky? Metaphorically or literally?
Yes, I do. She pulls out with a flourish. She's like, I've got this pouch that finally is coming to use.
Kalubar raises a bit of an eyebrow, but he doesn't say anything. Are you here from Arion? Coming to use? What are you talking about?
It's rid of bad dreams, eh? I assume it applies to daydreams. Wasn't specific on day or night. But either way, I think it'll be useful.
I see. Troy, you actually see, without saying a word, Kalubar drops a leg from the second duck he's eating now. And he just glances at you, drops it on your plate, and continues eating.
Thank you.
Ja.
He's just patting himself down where he was sliced and killed. That's the second time I've died. I don't want to go through it again.
Eat, you will feel better.
He will go ahead and start eating.
My spirit does not sit well with someone so weak being put through so much.
I'm not used to this sort of thing. Talking rooms, that's doing it and weird.
Alula actually pipes up, and you hear, yeah, I think that's a bit out of my depth as well.
That was quite
Well,
at this point in time. I'm assuming we all have our trays. Are these trays back here?
Yeah, you have trays.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's funny. My the magic that I have didn't work very well here. Not what I expect. I don't know how well that's gonna work in the future. Troy just has his concerned look on his face. Kind of like, oh, fuck.
Oh, the Grandmaster pipes up. Well, I don't know about you, but I had a wonderful type. You certainly are a creative bunch, I must say. But please, take some time to rest, recover, rejuvenate, what have you. We'll commence with our second task tomorrow. Feel free to take the rest of the day to kick back, relax, do what you will.
Troy is just going to get up and go back to his tent to sleep and rest.
To take a long rest, perhaps.
Yeah, he is traumatized. First time you don't see it coming, but the second time, ooh.
Yeah, how, dying in fake heaven is very strange. Actually, or should I say limbo, perhaps? Fake heaven is a bit unfair on heaven. It gives the Grandmaster far too much credit.
It's the rip-off heaven, the knockoff. Oh.
Bargain bin.
Bargain
bin heaven.
Where instead of VHS, there's Betamax tapes.
Just like either Natalie Portman is the bargain bin of Keira Knightley or vice versa. I'm not taking a definitive stance. Let's not get into politics. But yes, Troy hobbles off to his tent. As time passes, you see Zivara and Alula exit together until it's only Arion who's picking at a salad and Kaluba on his third duck. This is kind of a point where it's, unless there's any specific stuff you want to do, that is the gist and crux of our first challenge of Brawlhalla.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to settle in.
I'll walk up to, what was his name? I think you said is a half orc.
Yes, Kaluba.
Caleb, I'll walk up to him like, so what was your challenge like? If you don't mind me asking.
My challenge, it was not particularly pleasant. I have a lot of social requirements for my job, but it's never nice to be put on the spot. One was, actually, let's see what the dice say. I mean, I could make it up, but let's see what the dice would have given him. One was this old man kind of thing, kind of giving me strange advice and stories, and the second was a particularly vain room that wanted me to keep complimenting her marble tiles. And the last one was a kind of bossy, actually. Telling me what to do and what not to do. That was the one that gave me the most difficulties. There's only one person that I will accept orders from, and it is certainly not fucking a rogue.
Same problem. I had a room where this man, he was obsessed with how clean his room was, and the other one just had a rock in it.
A rock?
Yeah, it was just a rock. It was just a hot rock. It made that room very warm, but it was just a rock. She was obsessed with it. It was a. And last one, I never even figured it out. They just threw swords or something at me.
Ah, you're living the dream.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with that than talking. Right, I was just curious as to what others' experiences were. I'm not gonna go talk to Stuck Up McGee over there, but.
Are you sure you're not gonna say hi to your friend?
No. I'm gonna look over at him. Is he staring at me?
No.
He's not staring. Cast fog cloud on him.
Actually?
Yeah. You create a 20-foot sphere of fog centered on a point within range.
Oh, you bet your ass he's counterspelling it.
Oh, he wasn't. How does he know I was doing it?
Fog cloud, it's
Once the spell comes out, he's like, "What the kind of spell?"
It's verbal somatic. I'm largely of the opinion, I mean, it's pretty close to the rules as written, that spells are noticeable. That's kind of the whole point. That's why they're so powerful, because you do need to do certain movements to make certain sounds, and even at a whisper, you're gathering arcane energies, which is kind of why the counterspell can even be a reaction, because it means you're reacting to it happening and stopping it before it gets off, potentially.
Oh, as Tim's watching this, he's gonna activate his storm rune and give disadvantage to the counterspell. If you'll allow that, I mean, it's a bonus action and a reaction, but.
What level is Fog Cloud? 2?
Yes. No, it's level 1.
Now, by right, Arion should have he shouldn't even like have to lift his hands to do this. But I will have him make an Arcana check, as you've done that to him. Yeah, he dispels that. He shoots both of you dirty looks, and he stops eating for a second, like, really, Fog, how juvenile.
I was just testing it. You seemed very clean in comparison to everyone else here. So just I was curious. I know if maybe you were asking favors from the Grandmaster.
Well, as compared to everyone else, I'm also very competent. So, what to do? Yes.
I guess the category of comp. Speaking of, probably not sword, as our good friend here is. I point at the half-orc.
Oh, sorry, repeat the last thing you said?
I said you're probably not competent with a sword like our good friend here is, and I'm pointing at the half-orc.
No, why on earth would I want to sully my hands with a sword? Every single possible thing I need to do can be done with magic.
Oh yeah, but what if someone does something crazy like prevent you from using magic, right, Grandmaster? I'm sure you have the capabilities to do that. I'm speaking to the Grandmaster.
Grandmaster says, well, you see, I could. But then I wouldn't get such entertaining encounters as what just transpired there, would I now?
True.
He is very amused by what's happening right now.
Right. So then, what I'll do is I'll be like, see, you may have all this magic and these spells, but there's gonna be certain situations in which you can't avoid. And as I finish the sentence, I'm gonna chuck my trident at him. Not the Grand Lord Hare. But as I throw it, my trident is the one that is enchanted for returning weapon.
Okay. I will have you roll initiative because this isn't coming out of the blue. You are currently being hostile to him, so he's not going to be caught off guard by this per se.
Mm-hmm.
So give me an initiative roll, please, sir.
14.
Ah. So I would love it if you would be so kind as to make a charisma saving throw for me, please. As your hand reaches towards your trident,
15.
his eyes narrow, and you feel a wave of magical energy. Small, similar to the Grandmaster, purple sparks appear around you, but they fizzle out and Arion frowns. He jumps to his feet, but it's your turn.
I'm just gonna chuck my trident at him. Just.
All right.
I don't actually want to hit him. I'm gonna stop it right before it hits his face and make it return to my hand.
Oh, okay. I see.
It was a 20 hit, but I was just gonna throw it, basically like a warning, even not magic can.
I don't
see,
know. That's a 24, man. You should let it hit.
I will let you know. He tried to banish you. Do with that information what you will.
No, it's fine. So I'm just gonna as I throw it, he can't really do anything. The trident just stops in front of his face and be like, "Magic wouldn't have saved you from this trident to your face," and it's just gonna return back to my hand.
For the first time in the entirety of the time you've known him, Arion is actually speechless because that would have fucking nailed him. Yeah, no, his tongue, you see his tongue kind of roll around his mouth, and he just sits down, upset.
The trident returns to my hand. I kind of just latch it back to where it is, and I'll just walk out. I'm like, thank you for your time, Grandmaster. I enjoyed the challenge.
If you looking over to the Grandmaster, he's chuckling. He's he's having the time of his life right now.
I love returning weapon. What a great enchantment.
Yeah, the dramatic effect. Mwah.
Yeah, that's the end for me, for myself.
All right. Are we satisfied with where our characters are in terms of heading out, just taking a rest, taking a breather, heading in for the evening?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I am.
All right. Well, my sweet summer children, thank you very much. Thus concludes our first formal session of Brawlhalla.
Glad persuasion was useful.
Now I regret now, I'm gonna stay choosing him if we have to do those D100s every time.
Pardon?
So I'm gonna stay choosing Lord Aaron every time we need to roll those D100s.
Well, you might end up seeing him in the flesh for your next challenge.
Oh yeah.
But let's see, yes. So, before I forget, I did make adjustments for knock, but unfortunately that would kind of literally break the entire encounter, so it's one of those, sorry, I'm just gonna have to say no, this doesn't work. Situations, Terra.
It's okay. It's not like I'm the only spellcaster.
No, you have Lord Arion to bond with.
Why are you picking on me?
I'm paladin. Technically, I have spells.
No, it's all good, man. You specified this is in a demi-plane where things don't work out correctly. You set the right expectations. It's all good.
Or you could have just put like 5 locks on the same door.
That's so you undo 1 lock. There's still 4 more. I'm like, shit, I only have 3 spell slots. The hell?
Or even thinking of it, since I said there weren't doorknobs, it could have not even been a lock. But, semantics. How do you guys feel about the animated labyrinths, basically?
Like I was able to use persuasion. Not so on for
I wish I could have forced my way through something.
I wish I didn't have such shitty rolls. Even when I had to use my sorcerer ability to balance things out, it was still not good. And I got a +6 in persuasion. Oof. The dice don't love me tonight.
Actually, your rolls were, but as a group, your rolls were better than the first groups, because I think people were failing from the first session, from the first room. It was messy.
Oh no.
But we had monks and rogues with evasion, so they didn't fucking get wasted.
Wonder what happens if I banish myself with a mirror. Like, use a mirror to see myself and then banish myself.
Is the session still going or is it over?
We're kind of doing a post-mortem.
So it's technically over.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing saying that wouldn't work. You'd just be somewhere else for a minute.
Oh, man.
I
already see it, guys. The BBEG is definitely going to be Lord Aaron. There's no way it's not.
I mean, cards on the table. He's just a regular level 7 character, just like the rest of you guys. He's just a prick.
I am curious though, do I get points deducted because I died?
I know the session's over, but make an insight check.
You typically don't win a lot of contests you die during.
Troy, you have enough sense on your head to say that probably wasn't your best showcase.
Well, I'm
Oh,
on the Grandmaster's best side.
And thanks
well.
to Yaegor, the best performance came from Arion.
Ooh.
Pompous asshole.
Oh, true and true.
Don't worry, he's not better than me.
But yes, I
He's
will
He's
give
already
you.
in your head. That's what he wants you to think.
No, if he has to hit me with a spell, it's gonna be very hard to hit me.
So the time to shine for Charisma and Dex was this week. The hint for next week will be Intelligence and Strength will be on
Oh.
the forefront.
Fuck.
So bad at intelligence.
So all things will be balanced out in time.
Hey, don't worry. My character's bad at those things too.
So I'm good at charisma, and I failed horribly this time. I'm even worse at intelligence and strength. So yay!
My intelligence is neutral. It's 10. My strength is 16.
I'm pretty sure I made strength my dump and my intelligence is average.
Yeah, I know. My dump was dexterity.
I mean, as I said to you,
saving throw, I was like, that's a minus
man.
2.
as I said to you guys, that in this campaign there is no dump stat. Every week is gonna basically have a soft stat and a hard stat as a theme, with the final kind of incorporating everything. Because I want to give, if you actually have athletics proficiency, yeah, great. You're actually gonna be able to use it. If you have the fucking +10 charisma modifier, great. You'll use it. But just, your time to shine will vary.
That bird college that lets you roll like +20 to fucking persuasions and you can't roll below it.
Oh yes.
Shit.
That's why this is not a level 14 game. So they don't have proficiency in every skill check.
Is there going to be jumping involved in the next session?
No, that's
good, because I'll be totally fucked if there is. Because I do not have enough strength to jump.
You just gotta believe.
Well, if this was the Dex week, I didn't have to use stealth, and not only do I have a disadvantage in stealth because of my armor, I have a -2, so I have a disadvantage with a -2 to stealth. So, yeah,
Clank, 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 clank.
The one-word hint for next week is treasure.
Treasure is usually associated with underwater stuff. I'm digging this.
I was thinking jewels.
Damn, I just noticed I have a -2 to initiative. That sucks.
So, is it
that
feedback
low
time?
dex?
Who asked that? Who's giving feedback? Am I giving feedback?
Yes, to me, the co-DM.
Tara, how do you feel about RJ's room roleplay?
It was very short.
Well, I mean, I don't feel like that was my fault that it was short because you kind of knocked.
No, I'm saying that I don't have enough. I don't have enough to go to make any comments on for it. It was just very short.
Oh.
It was a very sad and depressing room. That's the only impression I have from it. He's kind of like, okay.
I think that was RJ's intention, so I think that was a success.
Yeah, the room's name was Melody. I kind of hinted to that with the humming. Subtlety.
I had no idea the room's name was Melody.
You didn't ask.
No.
But by and large, do you guys feel like you had a fair opportunities with the rooms?
Oh yeah. The rooms are fine.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Glad I gotta shine in something. Decent rolls.
I had
Crossing fingers.
poor rolls. That's just how it
I
goes.
feel you. All other campaigns, I've had like shitty rolls. It is a hard life.
It's okay. I know my rolls tomorrow will make up for it.
Don't worry. At least he didn't get one shot.
Okay, calm down there, RJ. Calm down. Everyone loses characters. It's okay.
Actually, RJ might be speaking about his our game on Wednesday, where he was almost one rounded by someone he was sparring with.
He's speaking of the game on last Monday where I killed him in one
Ah.
shot because I got a nat
I-
20.
I'm referring to both technically.